Hi everybody.
Hey guys,
We are going to make
pies in a cup.
pies in a cup.
So we have two different ones. If you have your list, we gathered up the same things we told you guys to get. So we have apple pie in a cup, and we have pumpkin pie. So I actually made apple pie filling. So this is the way I make apple pie filling is butter, sugar, a little bit of vanilla, and apples. I also had some leftover like caramel stuff that I threw in there. I throw a lot of things in. But you could use chunky applesauce and then just add some cinnamon sugar to it.
You
Whatever
can
you have.
buy a can of apple pie filling.
That's true. I'm just picky about it. Big shocker.
Homemade is much better.
Miss Rome being picky about
So
something.
what do we do?
So first up, we're going to put in our base. So I will crush up the graham crackers if you want to work on the ginger snaps. We're going to use ginger snaps on some of the pumpkin ones because ginger and pumpkin go really well together. Yeah.
Get that or get a cup.
Oh my goodness, I changed out my Ziploc bag and promptly popped a hole into it.
Taking out your frustrations.
You guys, we're going to tell you something. We both had a lot of frustrations this week because there was a lot of conversation that we weren't going to get to reopen. But the good news is Dr. B figured it out. I'm not 100% sure how, and we still get to reopen.
I think
Okay.
because we were already in the process.
So once you have this, if your baggie split open like mine did, you can just use that as a pouring spout. If your baggie did not, open it up. So you're going to put however much you kind of want in there. I love graham crackers. I love ginger snaps. So we're going to just put those in. Don't use all of your cookies because then you can use it like a crust later.
I just put like I don't know, fifth of a cup.
Yeah, it's not a ton. It's just a little in the base. So then for the apple one, then we're just going to put in a couple of scoops of the filling. Sorry, I'm doing this right behind the bowl so you can't even see. So I used green apples, and I like the green apples because they provide that tart apple flavor in pie stuff, and they also keep their consistency so you get a little bite of apple. But then I like the sweet, like the smaller apples too.
Is there another spoon?
Yeah, but we have to mix that. That one's not ready.
Okay.
So that's actually going to be a little,
Ooh, the pumpkin.
that's more of like a process. So there's a couple of apple ones, and then I'm just going to top them with crushed graham cracker because it looks pretty. So this is real similar to the parfait situation. We're just using different ingredients. There we go. Will you throw that away? It's just crumbling everywhere. Thank you. And then cinnamon sugar. I mix my own. I do not buy cinnamon sugar. I think that's a weird thing. But sprinkle some cinnamon sugar. Actually, you know what? We should do this on it. Do you like whipped cream?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Because we're going to have to bring one of these over to Mr. McBride or something. I feel like he would like whipped cream probably. So, I like to, when I'm doing these kind of things, put my whipped cream down and then put toppings on top of it because I feel like it makes it look like super classy.
Festive.
Yeah, or like you like are like, oh, I went to this fancy place, and then this one I'm putting a teeny bit of caramel drizzle too,
Oh,
just because
just a teeny bit.
caramel and apple are great.
Oh, they're the best.
And like I said, like if you went to a restaurant and you got served something that has this little drizzle, you're like, oh my gosh, look at how fancy my dessert is.
And it would cost you about $8.
Yes, it would be so expensive. And guys, this was not expensive. So for the pumpkin one, this stuff is called pumpkin whip. We make it in my family. My dad loves it, so it's kind of a lot. That's why I'm making a big one because he'll eat all the leftovers. So you can do the smaller cans of pumpkin. This is what's left of a big can. I had used part of it for something.
Oh, there's a trash right over there, I think, but.
Oh, good. So it's quite a bit of pumpkin. They come in 29 ounces, I think, and I was just using a little bit, so then I threw it in the freezer. Then it's a whole container of Cool Whip. In my family, we use the fat-free or the sugar-free one. For mixing it into something like pumpkin, it doesn't change the flavor enough for me to like warrant using all of that sugar. In real life, I normally wouldn't use this as a topping necessarily because I like whipped cream more, but whatever. My grandma always used Cool Whip as a topping. Always.
Yeah.
Like her recipes will even say top with Cool Whip. And then she'll say like, or whipped cream. But
I'd rather have whipped cream. But Cool Whip's good for cooking.
yes, because when it's soft, it is super easy to use. Then we're going to add a box of vanilla pudding. And we're going to add it without mixing milk. So sometimes this consistency can get a little bit overly, it's like really thick. But you can just cut it with a teeny bit of milk. And then we're going to hit it with some pumpkin pie spice. So it's probably like, I mean, it's really up to however much you want.
Hit it. It's a figure of speech, guys.
Yep. It's an idiom.
Yes.
Because I'm not actually hitting it.
Sprinkling it.
So then, yeah, you just mix it all around. And I don't know why this is poofing up. This is 1,000 times easier with a hand, or with a electric mixer. Because it breaks everything up. This pumpkin was out for so long and it's still not completely defrosted. So you mix. The other thing, last year I think it was, I did this with some of my classes, and we glopped everything into a Ziploc bag, and then we just mixed it in the Ziploc bag by like pinching it.
It smells very pumpkin-y.
Yep. If you don't like pumpkin, this one's probably not a good one for you because it tastes like
So
pumpkin.
one more pumpkin.
And with the addition of the pudding, you really don't have to add a lot of sweetness. Kind of nice. So with a hand mixer, it gets mixed quite a bit better than this, but I gotta see if I put in enough spice. I like it to have more. Pumpkin pie spice is a staple of the basic white girl, and I mean, we've met me. We know. The other thing you can add is just pure cinnamon, if you like that. So then we're gonna, this just doesn't look the same when it's not done with a mixer. But then we're going to put this into our cup, and you can refrigerate it and the pudding will start to set. But then again, we're going to top with a little bit of whipped cream if you like it. If you don't like whipped cream, whoops, I swapped the wrong cups out. If you don't like whipped cream, don't put it on there. And you could put caramel on here. There's no police that say you're not allowed to put caramel on top of a pumpkin situation.
Caramel and pumpkin is good, and chopped pecans.
I mean, what is caramel not really good on? It's a hard sell
Not
for
much.
me. If it's sweet, caramel.
Maybe a
is
cheeseburger.
always it. So, whipped cream. You want to throw on a little bit more crackers. I like the look of this. You can do a teeny bit of pumpkin pie spice. Here you want to be a little more careful. I mean, unless you love it. Oops, I just put it on a apple pie cup. And then we can add cinnamon sugar if you want, just for, because the sugar makes it look like it's like snowing a little bit. I don't know. It's cute. And there you have it. Pumpkin pie and apple pie in a cup. You could throw these on a tray, bring them to a party, and everybody's ready to go. Super easy, and it's a delicious treat. So that's it for now. Please let us know if you make them or if you make any variations. Let us know what you did. And we will see you guys later.